Okay, let's see if this works. Hi guys. Why doesn't it work, you ask? Because I don't have a tripod, and my New Year's resolution is to do stuff whether it's ready or not. So instead of having a tripod, I figured, you know what, 80-20 rule. The chances, the time I lose waiting for that tripod to show up, to set up, is time that I could have this done and moved on. And the amount of people who actually care about that 10 seconds where I'm like leaning over going, as opposed to kind of pulling back and starting and not having it fall down, doesn't matter. So yeah, plus this is a welcome video for my mailing list, and in the end that's actually a big thing for me right now, is to show people on my mailing list as well that done is better than perfect, and part of living a great, vibrant, creative life is to actually be living your life as opposed to scripting it and being terrified that everything you do is wrong. And trust me, I know this because I never used to be that afraid of it, but since becoming a mother, I honestly think everything I do is wrong. So I'm trying to move away from that and actually practice what I preach. So, sorry. Anyway, point being, this is a video for my mailing list, kind of a welcome video. And if you are not on the mailing list, it's okay. You can totally, come along, watch, decide if maybe this is something for you or not. And if it is, you can sign up down below. And if I don't have the link there, go to my website, SherryMcCarthy.com. You'll be able to get the 7-day creativity jumpstart for free there. And yeah, getting updates from me along this crazy, messy writing journey. So yes. So the point being was, like I said, I want to do this for my mailing list. And I decided to do it because I've been writing now for about 5 years, or at least writing, actually publishing for 5 years. I wrote my first book when I was 10, and I wrote it mostly during recess and lunchtime, and I promptly destroyed it when people started talking about it because I didn't like people talking about me. So yeah, the whole urge to self-destruct as a writer has been in me since the little tiny wee times. So it's a lot to get over, and I know where people are coming from when they have all these excuses that they just want to jump over, and it's really hard to jump over them sometimes because those excuses are really good, and we know they're really good. They're not excuses, they're reasons. That's right. So I started writing my motorcycle books based on the trips that we've done. I actually started on our last big trip. We did around the world on motorcycles, which quickly turned into Europe and Southeast Asia on motorcycles, and then Canada, the States, and a van because of things that happened. But doesn't matter. Point being was, on that trip I started writing for the first time. I hit publish, and I wrote the pack list and the Iceland motorcycle book. And since then I've been mostly doing this as a hobby thing. And then last year I promised myself that I was gonna up my level. Took a couple of courses on how to do it professionally from Joanna Penn and Brian Cohen, some great courses. And now I've decided that after a year of kind of learning what I'm supposed to do, I gotta start putting my money where my mouth is, doing regular videos, creating a mailing list. Wow, guys, who knew? And yeah, just working at it. So that's basically where I'm coming from, and why the workbooks and creativity books are so close to my heart is because I know exactly where people are coming from. It's so difficult sometimes. And I realized that we use a lot of different excuses. Like even just then, I couldn't find this camera because my daughter found it last night and she wanted to make movies. And I was like, no, you can't do that. You'll destroy it. You're not even 4 yet. And it was nighttime, and we live in Berlin, and it's so dark here in Berlin. Like, this is pretty much as light as it gets until probably May now. So yeah, and then I couldn't find it. I was like, well, you know what? Maybe I just won't do this video today. I'll just do something else. And then like, no, you told yourself you're going to do the video today. And then I was like, well, I could do it on my Mac, but then the sound isn't as good. And then I was like, you know what? I'll do it on my Mac. And as soon as I decided to do it on my Mac, I practically stepped on this camera. So I'm not saying the universe is there or not there. I'm just saying that when you decide you're going to do it, you'll quickly discover that the things that you thought were going to stand in your way, as soon as you start saying they're not going to stand in your way, it starts to work. So yeah, I hope you decide to stick around. In an earlier version of this video, the buzzer went off, and I haven't yet figured out how to edit. And instead of spending hours and days learning how to edit, especially where I have no audience at the moment, I decided to just do the video and instead learn how to do editing probably next week or the week after and practice as we're going. But I'd rather have the video out, and the buzzer went, so I had to turn this off, and I swore. And I have to say, guys, I try not to, I really don't. I try to keep it slightly professional, but the F-bomb comes out fairly regular in my everyday life, so I cannot promise that it will not come out also in these videos. So if swearing is something that you really don't like, I have no problem with that. You're an adult, you can make your own choices, but you probably want to unsubscribe because I'm a swearer. I try not to, but I am. Alright, so guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you do stick around for the mailing list. Mostly it's going to be me sharing my story of trying to write and getting it out, and also tips and advice on how to get over your own writing struggles, to live your own creative and vibrant life. And I think that's essential and a great way to start the year. Yeah, I know that this time in a couple of months I'm going to be so embarrassed by this, but you know what? Rock it that I got to that point. Alright, so guys, I'm going to say goodbye, and yeah, welcome to the list, and if you're not on,